This is the second video on mathematics for the students of class 9, and we were discussing about expansion. This is the second part of the video, and we had solved a couple of sums in the previous video. So let us continue from where we had done the previous day. So our first sum of discussion today is question number 12, number 1. So 3x minus 1 whole square minus 3x minus 2 into 3x plus 1. Now how to solve this kind of sums? If you see the first part of the question, 3x minus 1. So here you can see that it is in the form of a minus b whole square. So we'll be expanding 3x minus 1 in the formula of a minus b whole square. So you get a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now in the second part, if you see, we have 3x minus 2 and 3x plus 1, like the sum we had discussed in the previous video. So we'll be multiplying firstly 3x with 3x plus 1 and then minus 2 with 3x plus 1. So when you multiply them, you get the equation like this: 9x square plus 3x minus 6x minus 2. So when you remove the brackets, your equation is somewhat like this. So here you have plus 9 and here you have minus 9, so this becomes 0. Here you have minus 6x plus 3x, so it comes to minus 3x plus 3, so 3 can be taken as common, so your answer will be minus x plus 1. So this is your answer for the first question. Moving on to the second question, it's question number 14. Here you see it's in the form of a plus b and a minus b form. So if you see the numbers have not been grouped, what you can do is, if I take y minus 5, if I group together like I've tried to show you here, y minus 5 is grouping. So here we have plus y, which is okay according to the equation. But here if you group it within the brackets, the terms become different, because you have to take, if you're taking y as if you're taking minus as common, so y into minus 1 is okay, but if you multiply them, this again becomes minus 5, but the terms that have been grouped are not same. It's not y, if it's y minus 5 here, so it should also be y minus 5 here, so which is not happening in this case. So you can try grouping 3x and 5. Now if you group 3x minus 5, so you have plus y, so all the terms have been satisfied according to the question. Now in the second case also, if you group 3x minus 5, you're left with minus y. Now this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, where you can take 3x minus 5 as a and b will be your y. So we know that a square minus b square is, this is how we solve it. So you can 3x minus a minus b whole square will be solved with the formula a minus b whole square, like we've done in the previous sum. So a square minus 2ab plus b square and the y square. So this is your answer to this question. So in the third sum, if you see, in the previous sum we had negative signs, so you could actually group the numbers in the form of a plus b, a minus b. But in the third sum, you see all the numbers are in positive, so obviously we cannot group it in this form. So when you do not understand which formula to be used in a particular sum, you must actually multiply each term of the first expression with the second term. So we'll be multiplying x with 2y plus x plus 7, then plus 2y with again this entire expression, and plus 3 again with the entire expression. So when you multiply, whatever answer you get will be your answer. So if you multiply, you get 2xy plus x square plus 7x plus 4y square plus 2xy plus 14y plus 6y plus 3x plus 21. So when you add all the similar terms, you'll get your equation as 4xy plus x square plus 10x plus 4y square plus 10y plus 21. So this is your answer for the third one. Now coming to the fourth sum, 2p plus 3q is to be multiplied to 4p square minus 6p cube plus 9q square. Now if you see, this is in the form of a plus b, a square minus ab plus b square. So this is actually the formula for a cube minus b cube. Now you see 2p plus 3q is already grouped. This we can arrange it in the form of a square minus ab plus b square. That means our value of a is 2p whereas b is 3q. So we can actually put this in this form. So a cube minus b cube, which is 8p cube minus 27q cube. Now you must remember that it's very important for you to learn all these identities. You must actually mug up all these formulas. Only then you can apply these formulas in the chapter like this. So it is very important for you to learn these formulas. Only then you can understand where to apply this formulas. Okay, now next sum of discussion is question number 19. 2x plus 3y plus 4z is to be multiplied to 4x square plus 9y square plus 16z square minus 6xy minus 12yz and minus 8zx. Now this is in the form of this formula a plus b plus c multiplied to a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca square. So when you actually add all these terms, because there are few terms which are common in the two terms, so you'll get an equation as a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So this is an overall formula for this kind of sums. Now you see it is in the form of this equation. So you can take a as 2x, b as 3y, c as 4z and then put it in this formula. So you'll get 2x cube, because this form has already been given in the question. We have arranged this question in this form. Now we know that the short form or the expansion of this equation is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So you can just put them in the values. So a cube will be 2x cube because we've taken a as 2x, b is your 3y, so b cube plus c cube is your 4z. So this is how it is, minus 3abc. So minus 3 into a is 2x, b is 3y and c is 4z. So this is your answer. So this is how we can expand the sum. Moving on to the next question. X minus 3, x plus 7 and x minus 4. All the three terms to be multiplied. Now remember, like in the previous slide we've learned the multiplication of two expressions like this. So what we did was we multiplied x with x plus 7 and then again minus 3 with x plus 7. Here also we'll be doing the same thing, but first we'll multiply the first two terms. Whatever product we get, that will be multiplied to x minus 4. So first we have to multiply x minus 3 into x plus 7. So I've kept them within the square brackets. So x into x plus 7 minus 3 into x plus 7. So you get x square minus plus 7x minus 3x minus 21. Now this expression will be multiplied to x minus 4. So 7 minus 3x is 4x. So we'll multiply this entire equation first with x. So x into x square plus 4x minus 21. Then we have minus 4. So minus 4 into x square plus 4x minus 21. So this is how your equation looks like. So your answer will be x cube minus 37x plus 84. Now in the question they have asked you about the coefficient of x square. Now coefficient of x square is 0 because we do not have any x square term in this entire expression. So the value of x, the coefficient of x square will be 0, whereas the coefficient of x is minus 37, because if you coefficient means you have to remove that particular term from, means what is the byproduct, or you can say the product, or you can say the factor of x in this equation. So that is minus 37. So you can write down as the coefficient of x is minus 37. Last sum is, if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, prove that a cube plus b cube plus 8c cube is 6abc. Now if you see a plus b plus 2c is equal to 0, so I can write down as a plus b is equal to minus 2c because I've taken 2c this side. Now if I cube both the equations on the both sides, so a plus b cube is equal to minus 2c whole cube. Now this can be expanded again. So your formula will be a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Now a cube plus b cube plus, if you see ab is common, I mean 3ab is common in both the terms, so 3ab, so you are left with a plus b. Now for a plus b we know the value is minus 2c, so we can write on minus 2c here. Now if I multiply this, you get minus 6abc, so a cube plus b cube minus 6abc is equal to 2c cube. Now a cube plus b cube, if I bring it here, so it becomes plus 8c cube, which is equal to 6abc. Hence the equation is proved. Now the last sum for today is, using a suitable identity, you have to find out the value of 86x into, this is 86 is to be multiplied 3 times plus 14 is multiplied 3 times, 86 into 86 minus 86 into 14 plus 14 into 14. Now if you see here, all the terms can be, if I take 86 as a and 14 as b, we get a form like this: a cube plus b cube minus a square minus ab plus b square. So we are basically considering a as 86 and b as 14. So here 86 is multiplied 3 times, so I can write down 86 cube, and then you have 14 is multiplied 3 times, so 14 cube, minus again 86 is multiplied 2 times, so by 86 square minus 86 into 14, that is your AB, plus 14 square. So this is in the form of this formula: a cube plus b cube by a square minus ab plus b square. So your answer will be 86 plus 14, which is equal to 100. So this is all we have from the video today. Next day, this is the end of the exercise 1. Next day we'll start with exercise 3.2. Till then, thank you.